Hello again, everybody. Midweek means it's time for a brand new episode of Southern States Wrestling Classics. Beau James here to bring you all the action today. As we're going to go all the way back to the early days of Southern States Wrestling. I'm talking about 1991 and 1992. And we're going to take a look at a stable put together by a manager that was called the Godfather. It seems the Godfather had an eye for young talent as he put together a team of Greg Loverboy Lyons and Eddie Wild Thing Golden and put them under the moniker of the Heartbreakers. And he had started making some waves here in Southern States Wrestling as that team was starting to challenge for the tag team titles and starting to move up the rankings and make a name for themselves here early on in their career. But in August of 1991, he added his first singles wrestler to his stable here in Southern States Wrestling, a man that was very popular around this area by the name of Stan Lee. Well, Stan decided to take the money from the Godfather and join up with him and become a member of his stable at WrestleFest 91. Let's go back and take a look at how Stan Lee joined the Godfather. There you saw how at WrestleFest 91, Stan Lee joined up with Eddie Golden and Loverboy Lyons and created a trio under the leadership of the Godfather. And he would start challenging, making challenges for the heavyweight champion Skyfire, and we're going to take a look at their situation coming up. But first off, we're going to go to the Fall Spectacular of 1991, when Golden and Lyons had been making challenges for the Southern States Tag Team titles, wanting to get a shot at Danny and Bam Bam Christian. And each and every time that they got a shot, the Godfather stuck his nose into the action, got involved in the ring. And the Christian brothers told SSW promoters, we'll give them a return match. We'll give them another chance at the titles. But the only way we're going to do it is to make it a handicap match and put the Godfather in the ring or on the apron so we know where he's at and he's fair game. The Christian brothers went to the ring that night, October the 5th, 1991, with two things in mind. Hold on to their tag team titles and embarrass the Godfather. Let's take a look at it now.
I'll tell you what, we're just going to have to watch here and see. Beau James telling the Heartbreakers, come on, you've got to get in here. You've got to wrestle. It's now or never. The Christian brothers ready to go. Beau James backs the Christian brothers up. One of the Heartbreakers leaving the ring now. And the Godfather has taken the hat and the glasses off. Here we go. The Christian brothers slamming the Heartbreaker's head into that turnbuckle. Jeff, I tell you what, that's awful hard on your head, buddy.
Yes, sure is. I took a lot of them, and I know one thing right now, the Heartbreaker's feeling some pain because I can tell by the way he's acting, and the Godfather's very upset.
I tell you what, the Heartbreaker's already out of the ring. He's telling referee Beau James, get the Christian brother back. Let me get in the ring, referee. Now the Christian brothers being put back in their corner. Let's see the Heartbreakers fussing with the referee. Beau James, the referee. Now the Heartbreaker number 2, I'll call him, comes in. He goes back to his corner. Beau James tells him to come to the center of the ring and lock up. We'll see wrestling. Here we go. Collar and elbow right into the ropes. Referee calling for the break.
I knew it wouldn't be a clean break. Heartbreakers is dirty tactics all the time. They're rough, they're tough, and they ain't going to stop till they get enough. You understand, Mike Williams? And the Christian brothers have got a match on their hands tonight. Hopefully they can pull it out because I'd like to see the Heartbreakers go down and be defeated once and for all.
Well, I tell you what, they've got the Christian brothers in their corner. They're working him over. And look at this, knees and fists all flying at one time.
Referee.
Well, the referee needs to get in there, break this up. Let's see what kind of hold we get here. A flying elbow. I'll tell you what, that put him into next week.
That sure did. He's thinking twice now about the Heartbreakers. Never underestimate a team. Hey, weight can go for you or weight can go against you. And the Heartbreakers right now has got the speed on the Christian brothers. If they could use the weight to their advantage, maybe they can pull this one out.
Well, I tell you what, the Christian brothers are a good team, but the Heartbreakers, like you say, you can't take anything away from them. They've got him in that corner, and they're working him over with a double team. And as long as that goes on, they'll get a win, buddy.
That's right, like I always said, Mike. Dynamite comes in small packages, and I wanted to prove that. And the Heartbreakers is showing a good, outstanding match right now. They're using some dirty tactics, but the Christian brothers can come out of it. Look here, see, I told you what's going to happen. The Godfather can't stay out. They're going to find the man. He should be fine. He should be disqualified right now.
Well, I tell you what, he was in there laying in some heavy-duty punches, and really, the tag team is wrestling 3 men. And when you do that, it's awful hard to do, Jeff.
Even though the Godfather is a classy man, he still can't hurt Mr. Excitement. And one day I'll prove it to him when I knock the smile off his face. You know, Mike?
Well, I tell you what, Jeff, I've seen you wrestle many a time. I've refereed many of your matches. You are one of the top wrestlers today, and you'll get your chance at these guys one of these days. And when you do, they better be ready.
Mike, I appreciate it. I try hard and I pray every day. With God helping me, I'm going to be the best champion I can be. Even if I can get a hold of a title, I'll be a champion one day. And I'll prove to all these kids out here that I'm a people's champion. And I'll do my best to make everyone look up to me and respect me, Mike.
I'll tell you what, talking about the kids, to just say no to drugs, that's a very important part, Jeff. And I know you take a big part in that. And we just want to stress to the youngsters around the area, do say no to drugs because you don't need that stuff to have a good life.
I say no to drugs all the time. There's no need. There's more things, more pleasure in life than drugs. You can go out here, you can have fun. You know, you play basketball. You don't need drugs to have fun in this life. You need to get here, have a good time, show everybody that you be nice. You know, be the best you can be. Don't break the rules. Obey the laws of the land, and everything will go your way. Just wait and see, you know.
That's the way it goes. I'll tell you, we've got action in the ring. It's picking up. The Christian brothers, bam, bam. Boy, he give a big clothesline right there.
Yeah, look, Heartbreakers is feeling some pain right now. Maybe might be a good pinfall situation here in a second. I can kind of tell the Heartbreakers is getting weak. Christian brother now with an arm bar here into the reverse wrist lock there.
I'll tell you what, that reverse wrist lock, it's a painful hold, double arm suplex, and he's trying to hook it in. Let's see if he gets it.
This is it, Mike. This could be it right here. This is it, I believe. This is it, I believe, Mike.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, it would have been. The other Heartbreaker hadn't come in. And I'll tell you, it's hard to be a referee. I know I've been in there to try to keep all 4 men under control.
Yeah, Mike, they need another referee outside on the floor to watch the matches, too. I mean, it's hard for one referee to referee 4 men in the ring, especially when you got 5 like the Godfather putting his 2 cents in. But like I said before, the Godfather will get his day one day. Mr. Excitement smacks the grin off his face. And I promise you one thing, if the Christian brothers can't do it, I know plenty of men in the Southern States Wrestling Association that can do it, baby.
I tell you what, I believe the Christian brothers will do it. They're working on the Heartbreakers now. Referee Beau James putting the Godfather back in his corner. Oh, look at this, Jeff. Oh, man, a shoulder breaker.
Christian brothers have done it again. 1, 2. That would have been it right there, you see. Hey, that's the 3rd save. That should be the end right there. They should be disqualified the next time they come in for a save. The Christian brothers should take this one home right now. They should just show that the Heartbreakers ain't got what it takes to be a Christian brother. You know?
I tell you what, they had the chops going there, and the Christian brothers working over on the Heartbreakers, but the Heartbreaker on the top rope. Oh, man, he missed that move. It's called the Alabama Jam, and I tell you what, when you come off that top rope like that, if somebody's home, it can win for you. If they're not at home, it could be trouble.
There's one thing for sure, he got jammed, okay? He got jammed real bad.
Oh, I tell you what, the Christian brothers working over the Heartbreakers now. Nobody's left but the Godfather. They've got the Godfather in the corner. Both the Heartbreakers outside now. Oh, the pants of the...
Down on the floor where they belong, Mike. On the floor where they belong. Oh, look here.
The pants of the Godfather.
There's Stan Lee. There's Stan Lee coming up. Look here. Oh, they've embarrassed the Godfather tonight. Oh, I love it. I love it, Mike. I love this, Mike.
I tell you what, the pants of the Godfather, it come off tonight. I believe he was a little bit embarrassed, don't you?
I believe he was. But if any money in those pants, throw it up this way. I could use some extra cash tonight, Mike.
Referee Beau James.
I wasn't putting those pants on, Mike. I'll be afraid with them pants as men. That's a mistake the guy's making right there, you know.
I tell you what, the Christian brothers getting it done tonight. They win it by a count out. But
There you saw what was not a great night for the Godfather. Starting off the night teaming with his team, the Heartbreakers, and going after the tag team titles. But he was not done for the night. As later on at the Fall Spectacular 91, he would manage Pretty Boy Stan the Man Lee as he goes after the Southern States Heavyweight Champion, Skyfire. We're going to take a look at that when we come back from this short break. Welcome back to Southern States Wrestling Classics. There you saw some upcoming events in the Appalachian region I'm going to be a part of. Big make-up date for Lost Creek, Kentucky Marie Roberts School is Friday night, February 16th. That'll be announced this week on AMW TV. Make sure you go over and subscribe to them if you live outside of the Channel 57 viewing area so you can keep up with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Follow them on Facebook and Twitter also. Now let's get back to the action of 1991, the Fall Spectacular. You saw how Stan Lee joined up with the Godfather and his men. You heard him make the challenge, tell Skyfire he's next. Well, they had the showdown. October 5th, 1991, Kingsport, Tennessee, lumberjack strap match to make sure Stan Lee stays in the ring and the Godfather cannot get involved. Let's take a look at the action now.
Championship Wrestling, the very best in championship wrestling, bar none. You see the heavyweight belt right there of Skyfire, a beautiful belt. That's the Southern States heavyweight belt, and Skyfire is awful proud of that belt. We should be getting action here in just a moment. Referee Beau James checking out Skyfire. He'll hand the belt outside the ring after he shows it to Stan the Pretty Boy Lee. Now he shows the belt to the crowd, and it is a beautiful belt. And I tell you, Skyfire over that top rope outside. Stan Lee says, come right on in here. and let's get this action underway. We're waiting for the bell to ring on Southern States Championship Wrestling. Here we go. They go collar and elbow. Oh, good takedown by Skyfire tonight. Referee Beau James telling the Lumberjacks outside to kind of watch, and when the man comes out, use the strap on him. They go collar and elbow once again. Skyfire with a beautiful peel halfway across the ring. Referee Beau James asking Skyfire, did you use the tights? Pretty boy Stan Lee said, referee, he pulled the tights on me. That's what they're trying to access right now to see. Actually, if they did, Skyfire goes high for a big body slam. Clothesline on Stan the Pretty Boy Lee. Stands outside. He gets hit with those straps, and boy, that burns you up. He's back inside that ring as quick as he went outside. I guarantee you that. Now they lock up collar and elbow once again. Side headlock. Stan Lee coming off the ropes. Skyfire sets. The Stan Lee won that. He takes him down. They go again. Up and over. Stan Lee getting a 1 count on Skyfire. Tell you what, he took him down right there. He spelled across that ring, but he's back outside again, and he's getting those straps. Boy, I tell you, they've got to look out in this one. You get beat if you're in the ring. You get beat if you're outside the ring. There's just nowhere to go. Skyfire's ready to go tonight. Boy, I tell you what, he's all psyched up. He's ready for Stan the Pretty Boy Lee tonight. Oh, man, he got him there. Ooh, he done a flip right over his head. That jarred the vertebrae in the neck. Stan Lee, he's in a world of pain now. Skyfire goes in, monkey flip on Stan the Pretty Boy Lee. And he really feels that on his back. Stan Lee saying, wait a minute, referee. Let's try it again. Stan Lee rolls him up. 1, 2, 2 counts, all they've got on Skyfire at that time. Stan Lee goes back in, throws Skyfire on the outside. The Lumberjacks starting to attack Skyfire with those belts. Skyfire getting away, and he says, hey, they didn't whip me. I've got to get back in there and try to get you, Stan Lee. Referee Beau James starting to count now. Skyfire going back into the ring. Stan Lee kind of just waiting around on that bicycle, seeing which way to go. Now both men clench fists. Look here, atomic drop. Oh, Stan Lee sure felt that one. Inverted atomic drop. Stan Lee back outside. You hear the straps hitting the skin, starting to make that skin red. Stan the Pretty Boy Lee's inside, but Skyfire waiting on him. Skyfire throws him into the ropes. It'll be a tilt-a-whirl. It was an insinuator move. Yes, sirree. The Skyfire is to use that tilt-a-whirl. We'll call it an insinuator, if you will. He drops that knee high across the throat of Stan the Pretty Boy Lee, and Stan Lee's not feeling too pretty right now. I guarantee you that. Oh, he got an inverted atomic drop again. He goes to the top rope. Let's see what he comes off with. Elbow, but Stan Lee not at home on that maneuver. This could give Stan an opportunity now to move in on the heavyweight champion, Skyfire. Stan Lee just toning his man now, slapping him across the face, saying, look here, boy, look what I can do to you. The Lumberjacks now starting to use that strap on Skyfire, and he's starting to feel it. I guarantee you that. Stan Lee just waiting, grabs him by the hair of the head. Could it be a suplex? Stan Lee going for the vertical suplex. Oh, he gets it, it's high. This could be the end of Skyfire. The referee, 1, 2, 2 count. Referee Beau James tells Stan Lee he got a 2 count. Stan Lee wants to argue, no, it was a 3. Referee Beau James says, no, 2 is the only count that I got for you. He throws Skyfire back outside. This will give the guys a chance to use those straps. And boy, are they using them. They're burning Skyfire up. Stan Lee looks at me and says, yes, sirree. Look what I've done, Mike Williams. I've got him out there where they can work on him now. Stan Lee just waiting on him. Skyfire back in the ring. Stan Lee using the hair of the head to pull him back up. He throws him off the ropes. Backdrop on Skyfire. I'll tell you what, that jarred those vertebrae in the back. He says, count, referee. 2. He got a 2 count, but the foot's on the ropes of Skyfire. That will break the count. Stan Lee says, but wait a minute, I had the man pinned. But no, sirree, that foot was on the ropes. They'll have to start over. Stan Lee reaches down, gets him by the hair of the head, pulls Skyfire up. They'll go back into the ropes. He shoots him in, ducks a clothesline, hits him with a forearm. 1, 2, 2 count once again. The flying forearm by Skyfire after he ducked a clothesline to Stan Lee. They go again. Oh, Stan the Man Lee. Once again, the 2 count from referee Beau James. Skyfire trying to put away Pretty Boy Stan Lee on this edition of Southern States Championship Wrestling right here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Stan Lee going to the top rope. He says, I'm going to put Skyfire away. But that drop kick by Skyfire stops that. Skyfire going to the top rope. He's going for the suplex. The superplex off the top rope. And that superplex, I'll tell you one thing, it will stop you in your tracks right now. Skyfire once again going outside. Yeah, he says he's going to put him away. Skyfire going to the top rope. Referee Beau James starting a count. He drops off. Referee Beau James. Pretty Boy Stan Lee getting the 3 count there from referee Beau James.
There you saw the Lumberjack strap match from the Fall Spectacular 91. The title was held up that night. As I did not see Stan Lee putting the foreign object on his hand as Skyfire went up the ropes. Skyfire made an appeal. The other wrestlers at ringside said they saw him do it. Ken Bowles and the rest of the committee, the championship committee, took a look at it. They held the title up. They had a showdown a few weeks later at our Thanksgiving Spectacular where Stan Lee came out on top as the heavyweight champion there. Stan Lee went on to have a long, successful reign as the champion, holding the title deep into 1992 before losing it to Wayne Rogers. Now we're going to take our second break here. Hear a word from Powerbomb.tv, and don't forget, SSW is getting ready to unload all kinds of great action on there from 27 years of footage at the Powerbomb.tv. Make sure you go over there and check it out. Subscribe. What a great price for a whole year of action. Look at all the promotions they have on there, and SSW is proud to be joining them very soon. So let's hear this word from Powerbomb.tv, and I'm going to come back and take a look at some action from 1992.
Since 1997, Smart Mark Video has been the source to see your favorite wrestlers on your screen for the first time. Now, Smart Mark Video will bring its library to a new platform, as Smart Mark Video partners with Powerbomb TV.
Welcome back to the Classics. Remember, Powerbomb.tv. Keep up with Southern States Wrestling also on Facebook and Twitter. And we're working on a brand new Southern States Wrestling website where we're going to have all kinds of classic footage and keep you up to date with what's going to be happening in 2018. I hope to announce the new website here in the next week or two here on the Classics. But make sure you check out Powerbomb.tv. And when you go over there, make sure you tell them Beau James and Southern States Wrestling sent you to see Powerbomb.tv. Now, earlier on in the program, we saw the team of the Heartbreakers. Greg Lyons, the Lover Boy, and Eddie Golden, the Wild Thing, managed by the Godfather. And then we saw Stan Lee and how he joined up and went after the title, eventually winning the Southern States title. Godfather was able to manage not only Stan Lee, but Jimmy Golden to the Southern States title, and he also led Eddie Golden and Stan Lee to the Southern States tag team titles, and amongst that, he led Eddie Golden to the very first Southern States Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion. Let's go back now to August of 1992 and take a look as Eddie Golden defends the Southern States Wrestling Light Heavyweight title against Keith Hart.
Boy's got a mouth on him. You know what? Boy's got a mouth on him.
He was really shooting the breeze there, if you will, a little bit.
Well, let me ask you something. Did I hear correctly? The title is on the line?
The title is on the line tonight.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I know both these characters in the ring, and Keith Hart has wrestled for many an organization.
Yeah, he has.
You name the group, he's been there. And I put my money on Keith Hart.
I tell you, I would too. The Wild Thing, of course, he's an upcoming wrestler and he's looking real good.
Well, the problem is you got a second-rate manager in the Godfather standing over on the other side of the ring. Now, you got three men out here against one. Keith Hart is a good wrestler, but when you got 3-on-1, it'd be hard for Big Al Bass to even, handle something like that.
Oh, it sure would. I tell you, in the Godfather.
I could do it. No problem, but,
Okay, Al, I get your point, but what I'm saying, the Godfather's always trouble out there, and plus you have the Lover Boy too, and that just makes it double trouble.
But you know me, I've got Don Wright, Tony Peters, Wayne Rogers, I've got the Kingsport clan. Big Al Bass's clan is strong. People think we're down, but hey, we're not out. We're never out.
I tell you what, you've got the living legends, that's for sure, and they've been in wrestling many of years.
Well, if there's any doubt about it, you're going to see it later on. Look at this. Beautiful. I applaud that. That was splendid.
Keith Hart just grabbed the legs and dropped him forward on his head.
Look, he's a master of execution.
I tell you what, the boy's so quick. You have to watch his speed because he's a ball of fire when he gets stirred up.
Well, that's the thing about Southern States Wrestling. They only have the best.
I tell you what, Southern States Wrestling is the real deal. It's what's going
You can buy dolls all you want to. That's all right for the kids. But when you want to talk real wrestling, come out, watch a Southern States professional wrestling show.
I tell you, we've got the best wrestlers going today, in my opinion.
Well, you've also got the greatest managers also.
I'll tell you what, get your plug in there, I guess. We're seeing a good match here tonight. Southern States champion lightweight division. And the Wild Thing saying, hey, hang on a minute. I tell you what,
showboat ain't bad, but
you better not pose too long.
We're talking about a seasoned professional, Keith Hart. Keith's a young man, but he has been around and he has, bounced off his ropes a few times.
He sure has.
The Wild Thing, he is young.
The Wild Thing's starting to tie up now. Test of strength here. Kick in the midsection. Keith breaks it. Goes to the ropes. Goes to the top.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Off the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a move. The Lover Boy's upset. Keith Hart moving in with that drop kick, Al. I'll tell you what. He's all over the Wild Thing.
Good hip lock fake.
Oh, beautiful.
You see the best in professional wrestling.
Yes, you do. Keith Hart with that side headlock now. Wild Thing with a roll-up, but I believe he used the tide, Sal.
Well, I disagree. I didn't see it from my vantage point here.
They've still got a headlock. Keith Hart hanging with the headlock on the Wild Thing. that will wear you down. It's a very grueling hold because there's a lot of cauliflower ears.
Oh, it definitely will make you hard of hearing in no time.
They're in the
He's hanging on. Hey, gotta give him credit. Good move. Smart wrestling.
Shoots him into the ropes.
Oh, beautiful.
That took a vertebrae
If
or
he
two.
scored, he would roll out of the ring.
Oh, super
This
kick.
would be the end.
Oh, I'll take a while.
Magnificent.
That's about how Keith Hart picks him up by the hair.
Hey, no, wait. No, I thought it was pile driver. You know they banned our pile driver.
Right.
Wayne and King Rogers, the master of the pile driver. They took our bread and butter away from us. I thought Keith was going for that hold. He's
That
still
would
wearing
be
it down.
disqualification right there.
What's he going for here, Red?
Looks like a superplex.
Yay!
Sir, he's going for it. He's going on the top. It's going to be a suplex. Superplex. That should be it. That would have been it if it hadn't been for Loverboy.
Well, I thought a fan threw something in the ring. Loverboy was dusting off the ring opener so they wouldn't hurt themselves.
It looked like to me Loverboy just jumped up there to break the hold.
I really wasn't looking.
He shoots it in there. Oh, Keith Hart took a hard
That's
one.
devastating.
Yeah, it was, and that elbow too.
Well, now I don't understand why he's breaking hold. Use some ropes, possibly.
The referee, Beau James, saw something he did not like.
Referees are stupid to begin with.
Oh, now come on, I'm one of them myself.
Case closed. Case
You
closed.
have to do what you see. You have to call it the way you see it. And Big Al, I've had to call it against you sometimes. I see Keith Hart's fighting two men right now.
I see three out there. Look, when I manage, I leave my team alone. They don't need me. I'm out there only as a cheerleader, if you want to call it that.
Well, I've seen you do a little bit more in cheerlead. I'll
There's
see you
again
right
that
there.
referee in you where you can't see straight is what's being talked about right now.
Well, we'll leave it at that. Well, that was a beautiful move right there. He grabbed Keith Hart by the head, slammed him into the mat. Referee Beau James won in wild thing.
Now he's got a
Stay
team
on the
count
head.
outside the ring. Now look here now.
He needs to get back inside the square circle. Keith Hart taking him to the... Oh, he lays a chop in there.
Keith's handling both of them. Keith's handling both of them. Uh-oh.
Backs up.
Bad move. Now that's not good thinking. That surprises me about Keith Hart. He is a thinking man's wrestler.
That's true. He should have kept his mind on getting the man back inside the ring to continue the match.
Well, the match... Now this ought to be an instant disqualification. I don't understand it. The referee saw it, plain view. It's 3-on-1. But it is the ref's discretion to use it when Keith's a tough individual.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, he brings the foot up. The wild thing's
That's what I said. It tells you how smart Big Al Bass is.
Big Al, I'll say this for you. You do know a lot about professional wrestling. You've done a lot of good men, and you do your job out there.
Well, you're showing some signs of intelligence here.
Well,
This is surprising me.
Well,
Keith's going to get a breather here. That's a smart move. But it's still 3-on-1.
he'll come off that top
Hey.
rope. Oh, man, he flattened him right there.
I'm amazed at Keith Hart.
Oh,
Does
man.
anybody manage him?
Nobody has him at this time.
And he is one intense individual.
He's going to the closed fist, right to the top of the head. And across your running lights. Keith puts him back in the ring. Referee Beau James, a fine official. Watching the action. Hair slam. Oh, that should be it, Miguel.
If Keith had about 4 more inches of height on him, that power slam would be devastating.
That should be it, Miguel.
It ought to put him down.
This right here should put it away. Oh, man.
Good move on the Wildfire.
Right out of the way.
He's a smart young individual.
Keith Hart waited too long on that top rope, Al. He should have went with it
They
immediately.
telegraphed the move. I don't know. I'm having my doubts about Keith.
Come on, thing going to the top.
But he's talking to the crowd. He's
That's
wasting
right.
time.
He's killing too much time. Keith Hart running home. Oh, let's see if Keith Hart can come back. Keith Hart grabs him by the hair of the head.
You can tell the title's on the line.
Shoots
Look at
him in.
Look at that.
A rolling clothesline.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
First time. A beautiful move by Keith Hart. Beautiful
Fantastic.
body block.
Oh, it's reversed. It's reversed. Beautiful match. Beautiful win. Keith Hart's complaining about foot on the rope. I didn't see a foot on the rope. Looked like it was right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3.
There you saw Eddie Golden get out of WrestleFest 92 with a big win and holding on to his light heavyweight championship, which he would hold on for several months before losing it to the All-American Alex Shane, who we're going to be taking a look at on an upcoming edition of the Southern States Wrestling Classics. I thank you for watching this week. Hope you enjoyed. I love all the emails I keep getting and Facebook and social media messages, people telling us how much they like going back in time and looking at the rich history of Southern States Wrestling. We're going to be right back here midweek next week with a brand new edition of Southern States Wrestling Classics, where we're going to take a look at some of the toughest guys ever to come through SSW. Until then, God bless each and every one of you.